Sunny. I'm 8 years old and I'm from Ulladulla. The Wednesday, 5th of March, there's a cyclone going on the Gold Coast, and so we went for a surf. And it's barreling and it's so fun. At first I got 10 urchins in my foot. They got sucked over pools. I was sitting like wide of the crowd on this little wide bowl. And then there's a bomb of the day that came through. We missed the crowd. And then I was in the spot, and so I went, sort of like came and bottom turned, and then just got into the barrel, and then angled back down. And then I was almost about to think I was gonna make it, and real bumpy. And then somehow I came out, and it spat before I came out, and it's fun. One of the best ways I've ever played.
Hey, my name's Kingston. I'm from North Shore, Maui, and I'm 16 years old. The wave I caught was at Honolulu Bay on the Eddy Swell. And this wave was different from a lot of Honolulu Bay waves. This one just let all its power out, big spit, and yeah, felt so good. And yeah, to me, winning the Cool Kids comp would mean everything. You know, cool prizes, just the opportunity to win. Yeah, I'd be stoked.
Hi guys, my name is Sky Sue. I'm 15 years old and I'm from the North Shore of Oahu. So the barrel I submitted for the Cooly Kids contest was out at backdoor. I paddled out first thinking I was gonna go left at pipe because the waves were bigger and the rights at backdoor were kind of sketchy, so I was focusing on the left. As the evening went on, the sun was going down, the waves toned down a bit, so I snuck over to the right at backdoor and I was patiently waiting for a wave. I saw this little inside nug come to me and this guy was telling me to go. So I was like, okay, like I'm on this wave. And as I was paddling into it, I kind of like seen it stretching. So I was like, okay, this thing's gonna barrel. And I like stood up, did one big pump, and then did 2 pumps in the barrel. And the thing was so round and it was so like green and blue. And I was like on the foam ball, I was like seeing the exit. I was like, oh my God, am I gonna make it out of this thing? And I like got shot out of the barrel. It didn't even feel real, it just happened so quick. And I like did a little flick of the wrist claim. I don't really claim that much, but I was like super stoked. And then I did a couple little pumps and did like a little like kick out backflip thing. I came in, I saw people up at the houses like whistling and clapping. It made me even more happy. Perfect way to end the day, get a sick barrel at backdoor, and I hope to get a better one in the near future. What it would mean for me to win my division. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you to Cooly Kids for having this event for everyone around the world and to all the sponsors for these great prizes. It would mean a lot for me to win my division. I've never gone to Australia before, so to be staying on the beach on the Gold Coast sounds amazing. So hopefully I win and I get to experience that.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'll be turning 16 next week and I'm from Bali, Indonesia. I got a really sick wave at pipe and I entered it for the Cooly Kids keg surf comp. The wave was super sick. It was my first proper barrel at pipe and yeah, I was so stoked I got it. It was really hard getting that wave amongst the crowd. It was a really busy day and I had been surfing for 7 hours that day just to catch that one wave. And yeah, I'm so stoked to made it out of the wave. I was really deep and yeah, really happy to made it out. It would mean a lot to me if I would win because I don't have a lot of opportunity to travel to Australia unless it's for a contest, and I'd love to go on the Goldie for a nice holiday with my friends and family. Thank you.
is Jay Phillips. I am 49 years old. I live here on the border of Queensland and New South Wales. Very honoured to be chosen in this division of the Cooly Kids Classic Kegs competition. The wave, which was shot at Kira by the man Jesse Little. The wave itself was pretty goddamn good. I remember having Margot on the outside of me. It was either going to be him or me, and he just screamed out, "Go, Jay!" It was quite a solid wave that kind of missed Big Groin and went really wide. Everyone was too deep. Probably one of the biggest ones of the day. I knew it was going to be short. It was going to be a long section down wide. I could have stretched out for the next section, but I knew I needed to make this one, and it was just so mesmerizing when I pulled up into it. I was like, arms behind my back, no, put my hands above my shoulders, couldn't touch the top, and just standing tall in it. It was such a mesmerizing wave. And when I come out of the barrel, I did a little bit of a claim, but it was one for Tommy Peterson because we just had a paddle out a week prior to that cyclone Alfred swell. But pretty pumped on that one. Yeah, just stoked to be in this Masters division and what it would be like if I'd won my division. Oh, I tell you, I don't know if people like to say it, but it would mean the world to me. I haven't been to Ments in a lot of years, and just to be chartering around those beautiful islands and just surfing just untouched spots. I can see it looks like a beautiful boat. I think Kobe Aben's been on it and with his son, and it looks like fishing and surfing, and that's me.
Hey, my name's Piper Harrison, I'm 24 and I'm from Snapper Rocks, Gold Coast. I got that wave in the last Kira swell, which was unreal. It was an amazing week of surf, and it was really sick to get one. I've been hunting for a while and a lot of paddling, but I got out of it, so I'm really happy, which qualified me for this comp, and it's such an epic platform for men, women and filmers to go out there and get barreled, so I'm super stoked to be part of it.
Hi, my name's Willow. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Margaret River, Western Australia. The wave that I've entered into the Cooly Kegs competition is from the womb. It was a pretty crazy session at a wave that used to scare me so much. And this day I'd walked down in the dark and paddled out. I was the only one out, and I got two little barrels to start with, and then it ended up getting super crowded. Noah Dean was out and Craig Anderson, two of the surfers I look up to so much. So yeah, it was pretty packed. And then this bomb came through and I just put my head down and started paddling really early, and no one else was on, so I just took off and ended up getting spat so hard into the channel. I honestly just couldn't believe I was shaking so much. It was probably one of the heaviest left barrels I've ever had in my life, and to win the Cooly Kegs competition would just be amazing. I've always wanted to go to the Tello, so if I got the opportunity to go, that would just be a dream come true.
What's up, guys? My name is Steve Roberson. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Haiku, Maui. I'm really stoked to be in the running for the keg comp, best barrel of the winter. And yeah, that day was insane. There's a lot of crazy rides and
I paddled out first thing in the morning, but not even like 15 minutes after I woke up from the Volcom Mouse, paddled straight out, and there's nobody really out, and that wave just came. It was like a rising swell, first real set of the morning, and there's nobody around. I was like, okay, I'm in the spot, I'm going. And I just flipped it around, put my head down, paddled as hard as I could. And when I got into it, as I was about to stand up, I could kind of feel it like touching my back, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. Last second, I popped up to my feet, and I felt myself going straight, and I felt it just like barreling over me, and I was like, okay, I just need to pull as hard as I could. So I grabbed my reel and just pulled up as hard as I could, and it just like, for a second, everything just went white, and it was kind of like not the hollowest barrel. I know it seems hollow, but at the start it was kind of just like backspit and so much white in it, and I was just like, couldn't really see. And then I felt my board drop out into the next section, and then got a little love from the foam ball, and it just went perfect and square, came flying out into the channel. And all the boys were out there that day before. We were like, okay, all the boys are going out early, we're gonna try before the whole crowd paddles out. And we're all out there, and we all just started losing our minds. And yeah, it was a wave I'll never forget. If I won this contest, it would mean a lot to me, just to get the best barrel of the winter on such a crazy winter. Like, snapper was going off, all these waves all over the world were going off, everybody was just getting insane waves. So what it would mean to me is just like everything I've worked hard for, putting it all on the line every session, this all comes together, and yeah, I'd be really stoked.
Hi, Brooke Sylvester here from Maroubra. The wave that you're watching is Harry Bryan at Pipeline. Harry obviously knew where to sit on that day, and he definitely rode the right surfboard. Hopefully he wins.
How you going, guys? It's Harry Bryant here. I'm just recording this video as I've been informed that I'm in the running to take out the classic keg comp put on by Shagger and the crew up at Cooly. What an absolute honour it is to be in the running to take out that event. There's been some seriously classic kegs getting ridden all around the world in the last few months. So yeah, just to be kind of in that category of surfers is stokes me out. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys for putting on that event and for throwing my name in the ring. But yeah, I'm just going to run you through that wave pretty quickly, but it was at Pipeline in February this winter. There was a really good run of waves over there this year, and yeah, that wave was pretty early in the morning, but I was kind of sitting out there from the dark, and I was sitting kind of in between the second reef and the first reef, and kind of picked one up in between the two of them. And yeah, I was riding a 7/8 Brett boards. He's a local shaper from the North Shore, and he shaped me a batch of boards over there this winter that just went absolutely insane. And yeah, riding local equipment out there definitely gives you, it just feels like the boards are in the right oceans, and they were like picking up the right waves. And I was pretty thankful for that surfboard really allowed me to kind of get that wave where I did, because it's a bit of a weird spot, like in between the first and the second reef, and I've kind of sat out there for a while trying to find a wave like that. And yeah, that morning it just kind of came straight to me, so I was extremely stoked. And yeah, pretty much like sitting out the back at Big Pipeline, it's someone told me it's like it's like money. Time is like money going into a bank account. You can sit out there for hours on end and not even get a look in or catch a wave and come in, but it's like the time spent out there is like it's like money going into an account. And then one day the wave will come and you'll just go straight to the ATM and just pull that cash straight out and walk away. And yeah, that's pretty much what this winning this event would mean to me is getting $5,000 to ride a wave is pretty damn cool. But yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone in Cooly and Shagger for putting on the event, and I'd like to thank all the crew in Hawaii for yeah, kind of like being acceptive and you know, friendly out in the water this year. There was a really good vibe in the water this year because the waves were so good and there were so many opportunities for some great rides, and just feel really stoked and privileged to have gotten one under my belt. And yeah, everyone else that was in the comp, I saw some stuff floating around the internet that looks like there's been some epic waves ridden up at Kira and around the Gold Coast, and yeah, kind of all over the world really. It's been a pretty epic few months for surfing, and yeah, it's just the start of the winter down here in Australia now, and yeah, hoping for a good winter. And thanks again for yeah, including me into this event. And I'm spewing that I'm not up there tonight to have a beer with you guys. The 20s is one of my favorite pubs in that neck of the woods, so yeah, please have a few schooners for me. And yeah, let's hope for some more kegs this winter. Thanks everyone, have a good night.